Dyersville is a great community. It's a community of about 4,200 people. It's the home of the Field of Dreams, and it's also the home of a minor basilica called St. Francis Xavier. In small communities, when you have limited resources, limited amount of money to do things, you have to work smarter, you have to work better, and we use the cartograph system as a management tool to best understand what the frontline employees are doing in the Public Works Department and how we, as the administrator and the council, kind of understand where are the deficiencies within those assets. Our goal is to give the frontline employee or the Public Works crew people the necessary tools to do their job and to do it well, and give them the authority to do their jobs well. So if they're seeing something that needs to be fixed, they don't have to ask permission to fix it. They're given accountability, and by giving them accountability gives them the power to do and take ownership in what they're doing. The perception was always, well, they're not doing anything, or they're not managing the assets very well. Internally, we knew, hey, that's not true. Externally, there was a perception out there that things weren't being done correctly. By adding the assets such as water mains, sewer mains, water valves, water hydrants, that we could show to the council along with the public that things are being done correctly and that things are being managed correctly, our valves are being exercised, the hydrants are actually being tested and inspected.
When we first started, everything we kind of did was always paper. Yeah, it ended up making a mess in your car, or otherwise you'd lose a work order, and up at City Hall they would be calling you again, why isn't this work order done? And we had to tell them we lost it. So with this system, that doesn't happen anymore. Now we've gone to paperless, and it's actually more streamlined too on how we do stuff. They instantly know up at City Hall that we did a project and completed a task. It actually gives us a good idea of the money and the time we spend every day on everyday processes, which is nice.
Our community actually has 33% less employees versus other communities in comparable size. So we've actually concentrated very heavy on the technology end of it. When you have over 10,000 pieces of items that you have to manage on a day-to-day basis, it is more cost-effective for you to have one piece of software that everyone understands that works in that type of environment, and that we can actually prove to you the tax dollars and where they're actually going. So whether we spend 2 hours on one water hydrant or we spend 15 minutes on another hydrant, we can actually justify why we did what we did. What we do best here is that we try to do things most efficiently and most effectively. What we discovered is that some of our operations that our Public Works Department was doing is that the private sector can actually do it more cost effective. In smaller communities, you don't fix water mains every day and you don't fix sewer mains every day. And because of that, there's no need to have that type of capital expenditure, so we actually hired that out. And what we found is using this type of software is that we're really saving a lot of dollars. And we're saving dollars not only in man hours, but we're also saving dollars in the equipment purchasing of that. You have to think of not only your current generation, but you have to prepare for future generations to make their lives a lot better too.